words, and he suffered a lot of torture. It's called The Psychological Repercussion of Hell on Earth. It's almost impossible to conjure up the needed words to express my views and concerns on the horrific torture I've seen, as well as personally endured. A place where the racist, diabolical oppressors always find his way to work. Can exercise their nefarious ways in abundance, with merely little to no repercussions for their verbal disrespect, belaboring racial comments, or lewd acts being displayed on a daily basis. A lot of prison guards suffer from imperial disorder complex, treating strong, dignified men, African Americans, Hispanics, and others as subhumans. How do you formulate your own personal quandaries into words without becoming head up all over again? You can't. Why? Majority of the prisoners don't have or know the mechanics. There's no such thing as rehabilitation inside this prison system. This is why violence always occurs most of the time. You start practicing psy-war within yourself, so much to the point it becomes your own ID fix, a personal addiction. That's when you, I don't know this word, I'm sorry, individuals, it means he paints, she paints. Everybody becomes a potential nemesis. Inmates and especially guards. Psychogenic is what comes from too much degradation and years on top of years in solitary seclusion. Now here comes the totally unprofessional, unethical imps with their concocted diagnose. Plus, all it takes is a thorough background check through the Right to Know Act. You'll see firsthand that the majority of the medical personnel that works in the psychology departments lacks the needed collegiate and scholastic credentials, especially the way they diagnose people's conditions coming out of the hole. Who or what gives them the right to deem someone psychotic without ever being around this individual?
Yeah.
This is why so many prisoners never complete those programs, SMU, SNNU, or LTSU programs. They should have never been there in the first place. Should have been sent straight to a mental hospital and be able to get help. My heart goes out to a lot of my comrades in these situations, not benefiting by far. Here comes the under-schooled psychiatrist with a minute evaluation. This is where the psychopharmacological start taking place. So much to the medicine reduce the individual to a state of nihilism. Well, to the contrary, isn't this what you classify as experimentation without proper analysis? All these plantation prisons does it so they're blamed for the alarming increase in psychosis. Solitary can be worse than a person's psychoactive. Isolation causes psychoacoustics. Its documentation to prove this. Not just a Smith theory of a prisoner with whom through the trenches and categorized by the DOC as being unfit for society. Even though I have a family as well as associates that care about me, people, no one entirely is useless. Even the worst of us can serve as examples. So please stop asking your loved ones what happened to you in there. Start asking them what did they do to you. That's the right question to ask.